Ambrose, and I'd like to introduce you to the Peabody String Sinfonia, an ensemble comprised of wonderful Peabody students, and we play in community venues around Baltimore. Our aim is to bring comfort, beauty, and hope to people facing difficult and challenging situations such as incarceration, cancer treatment, homelessness, hunger, and recovery from addiction. It was in a hospital just like this in Boston where I was a patient that I had the chance to be on the receiving end of a wonderful concert. And it was just amazing to not be the musician but to be the patient, to feel the power of music. So that's how I had the idea to start the Sinfonia.
Tonight is a celebration of the wonderful Petco Cares Food Pantry and all that they do to fight hunger in Baltimore.
To raise awareness of an issue that our country and our beloved city must face with action, intelligence, humanity, and courage.
We owe such thanks to you guys for what you've done for our country and has made it possible for these young people to spend their lives pursuing their passion, which is music.
And when you guys hit your strings, and I just pictured a man on his porch, an old Appalachian man with his banjo out there with all the sounds of nature going on.
Bless what forces us to invent goodness every morning, and what never frees us from the cost of knowledge, which is to act on what we know.
Our motto here is all behaviors welcome.
Really just recognizing our common humanity and bringing us together.
I feel a very strong connection to this place and to you all.
Personal privilege for me to be here because I'm an autism sister.
These are extraordinary times. Times that demand as many expressions as possible that connect us as fragile human beings with one another and our shared humanity.
We can feel his pain and his sadness very, very deeply.
At 17, pregnant, and naive, she was captured and imprisoned by the artificial satisfaction of heroin.
But he also gives us some really subtle kind of glimpses of hope.
Let us see the light in others and honor that light.
Hi, my name is Felicia.
Hi Felicia, let's play together a little short piece.
Something that I really love about playing music is that it can mean a different thing to everyone who hears it, even when it's the same piece.
And I hope that this piece shows you how much we appreciate your support and how much we all love each other in this ensemble.
I want to leave you something better than words or sounds.
In good and bad, we are all people, and we are here together, trying to make a difference for everyone.
The music take me various emotional levels.
I saw even some tragedy in the piece, but then it comes full circle in the very essence of hope and love.
I find it incredible that music can do that. It blows my mind every time.
Can you hold up your stuffed animal if you have it? Yeah, I think there should be stuffed animals at all concerts.
I like this one.
You like that one? Yeah.
We must act out justice and mercy and healing.
It's one of the most moving performances I've seen in a while here in Baltimore. I was in tears for most of it.
Each one of them, every one of them, I feel like is my child in some way.
Musicians love to eat, and especially this group.
But watching the expressions on the players' faces took me different places.
Each time you guys come out, we're just completely blown away by the awesome music that you share with us.
I also wanted to say on a personal note how much I love this ensemble, and these are such a talented, passionate, open-hearted group of people, and it has truly been one of the most rewarding educational and musical experiences I've had.
we just walk together.
I feel like there are some places where that sound is really great, but I think a lot of the times we can sustain more.
There are those two in the row, and there's kind of like a gravity redirection.
Keep it loud. The melody switches very, very suddenly, sometimes in the middle of a phrase, so I think we have to be very, very attuned.
You have those moving quarter notes.
Every time there's a dissonance, I feel like it's the first time we're hearing it.
And when you're texture, and when you're not, you're not.
We have to each have confidence, even if you're not the principal. I think everybody has to lead.
I think we should all trust our own inner sense of pulse.
Well, make sure you have an eye on your section leader. Make sure you section leaders have an eye on each other so that we can all do it together.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah. Hi. Thank you. So the next piece we're playing is by Samuel Barber. It's called Adagio for Strings.
I think this piece is really incredibly special just because of the huge amount of emotion that Barber is able to capture in this.
So when I listen to this piece, I really like to just close my eyes and let the sound kind of wash over me. So I invite you all to do the same if you're comfortable with doing so.
We dedicate this performance to all of those and their friends and families who have lost their lives to gun violence.
Thank you so much for your food donations. And why not celebrate with Mozart's party music? He wrote it when he was only 15. I think that's really cool. Because I was thinking, what was I doing when I was 15? I was studying for the driver's test, and I failed.
Since I was probably around 12 years old. And then if you take a look at my music, there's like mine. You sound good.
Hi everyone, my name is Yo. This is my friend Daisy. Hi Daisy.
Next, we have one of our guest soloists, cellist Michael Cannon.
I have the great privilege of being one of the teachers of these wonderful young people. as you can imagine, it's an honor, it's a privilege to teach them. But to sit here and make music with them,
what's really great about this piece that we all love is the amount of energy and the youthfulness that it has. So I encourage all of you to think about really being a kid, because we all do, and it's so much fun to play.
And you're right, it is kind of abrupt, but I don't mind it because it's just so.
I think
it makes it epic.
You've
I like it.
you've earned it by that moment.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the idea. Is I think and if you didn't, it's on me. Have you ever had that where you have two different feelings, kind of at the same time? So on one hand, there's the feeling of really wanting something, of longing for something, and then on the other hand, there's the feeling of needing to be really patient and waiting for something.
Material. Let's make sure that the first downbeat always feels like an up-bow. Yum, ta-dum, ta-dum. So it's a downbow that feels like an up-bow. Progression.
Can it be a little less soft?
A little less soft?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Music that you can actually change what happens even though it looks the same on the page. When you guys come down and shape back up, I love what you're doing there, but I find that the energy level when you come down in dynamic dips too much. And I wonder if we didn't actually do the opposite. So we have to exaggerate the energy when it goes softer for us not to lose that when it comes up to here.
Basically what it does is kind of interplay between these two motions of music. One is this way. It's a line, right? And most of us string players, that's what we're associated with, because we always are thinking line, aren't we? Line. But then there's this other kind of music making, which has to do with stability and weight and structure and kind of gravity and pillars of sound that hold it all together.
Everyone had a good stretch. I know I did. So again, my name is Lita, and I wrote the next piece on our program for you today. So how many people have a special place that they love to go to that makes them feel calm and happy? You got a place in mind? So this piece is called Red Tail, and it's named after a bird called red-tailed hawk, and it's also about my special happy place.
Wondering if anyone in the audience might want to share their reaction or what they were thinking about for the piece. Anyone?
I like the abstract part when it was real low, but everybody was at different notes.
It's beautiful. I kept thinking about Christmas Eve a lot. Well, yeah. I mean, some ones that I ain't passed. Real peaceful. I like it.
The swaying of the music, you know, I imagine the oaks and the firs and the wind whistling through the fir trees of the Appalachians.
His music is so complex emotionally. It's both sad and longing, yet has this sense of hope, and it's uplifting at the same time.
undisturbed bass line, that just this relentless, peaceful bass line or something. I think it's beautiful, and it brings you into, it talks technically about a piece, which is unbelievably hard to do in an emotional way, but you turned it into this beautiful idea where I want to go into my car right now and listen to it, and I want to hear the tapestry unfold, which is, I think, the goal every time if you speak from the stage, which you don't always have to do, it should make you want to listen to the piece right then, and that's what it did. So perfect, great.
Especially when we have the yum, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. The articulations are great, but just that it always feels like you feel a longer phrase.
I think if you get me excited to hear Bartok because it's going to be raw.
Yeah.
You just say the word raw,
okay,
and people will be like, oh yeah.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Alex.
Hey, Alex.
So the next piece we're going to play for you is by a Hungarian composer named Bela Bartok. It requires us as musicians to actually strip ourselves of all of the restraints that we spend so much time in the practice room building up, and really explore this kind of raw provincial element.
and it means something different to every one of us. And that's what's so powerful about that song. The way you said it unites us. I mean, it's a dangerous thing you're doing, which is great. You're saying you're kind of bringing to focus the fact that everyone here is coming from a very different place than the people that you're playing for are coming from, which is true, and it's scary to bring that up, and you bring it up in a beautiful way. So I think it's great.
Hi everyone. Doing all right? I'm Cassie. Hey, last piece on our program tonight is Amazing Grace. Yeah, no. It's a really wonderful piece. It's definitely one that's hits close to home, and it's such a wonderful piece for so many reasons, for sure. But my reason that resonates with me the most is that despite the circumstances, it brings people together and it creates community.